Hi, my name is Jake. Now let's talk music. Alright, this Friday we got a couple albums that came out, one of which being Maybe in Nirvana, which I do want to sit and talk about this because I'm a big Smino fan and I have liked every single project that he's put out. And it, when it comes to this album, it's just kind of a letdown. Like, I have been listening since his first album to his newest album that I think he put out last year. It was either last year or 2022. Like, I've been listening to him for a while. Like, Black Swain, Noir, Love for Rent. Oh, Love for Rent was 2022. Okay? Like, I've been listening for a while. And I've been a big fan of his music. And I, I was I didn't even know this album was coming out. I was like, okay, so we got a Young Boy album, we got a Roddy Ricch album, and then out of nowhere, I'm just like scrolling through Instagram and I see like this cover, and I was like, oh, that's Smino. Is Smino putting out an album maybe next year? Then I read the caption coming out. I think it was December 3rd. I don't know. Right now, I am a little bit behind in all of the things I wanted to do this month. So I'm losing track of dates, but I'm pretty sure it was December 3rd. Nope, it was December 6th. Dang. Okay, December 6th. So I was like, oh my god, there's a new Smino album right before the year ends? It just felt so random. Like, I didn't know Smino was working on something. But I kind of was wish he wouldn't have put this out because it kind of blemishes what so far has been a close to perfect uh, discography with these past three albums, and then when you get into this, it's like I it's not really a big. I'm not really into this kind of music, and it's like it's super short. Like I was able to listen to this like five times on Friday, and that's a problem. Like if I'm able to listen to this five times on Friday, there's a problem. And it's like it just doesn't feel like an actual album. This feels like an EP that could have been put out at any point. It's 10 songs, but it's less than 30 minutes long. Like, I don't know. Maybe as time goes on, I'll start to enjoy this more, but after a couple of days and a couple of listens to this, it's not sitting well. It just feels a little bit rushed, and it felt like he was trying anything he can, like so many different styles, and it just didn't end up working. Like, I, there is so many different ways he contorts his voice and tries to go with different styles of music. It just it doesn't feel like a project. This this feels like a EP that he put out because within like the other albums, like it feels concise. It feels like everything fits together. This he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw in random songs that sound nothing alike in any way, and just really, I after only a couple of listens, I really don't grasp like any concept here. It's just like, all right, I wanted to put out an album before the year ended. Here you go. There's no real concept here, and it kind of reminds me of Vultures 2 in a way because it it's not that like musically it sounds unfinished. It's just like it's an unfinished idea and unfinished concept that's just thrown out there to get it out before the year's end. So I'm just not a crazy fan of anything in here. Like, I, like even usually I tend to like listen to something and be like, oh my god, that's amazing, like first time through. But with this, it's just like nothing sat well and everything felt so random and just like uncoordinated. This truly feels like a brand new artist, like maybe EP or mixtape that they try and show to someone, like saying, all right, here's all the different styles that I can rap and you can pick what's the best so I can, like, go forward with this. But you're like honestly a seasoned vet. Like, you have been doing this for at least 7 years because your first album came out in 2017. Like, and this is what you come out with your fourth project. It it's just I truly don't understand. Like truly, I sit here and question, like, is this just like a cash grab before the end of the year? But then at the same time, he's kind of underground. Like, I don't know how many monthly listeners he has. Yeah, he only has 3.6 monthly listeners. 3.6 million monthly listeners. Like, I it feels like a cash grab, but at the same time it just doesn't sit right as a cash grab because you you're truly not that big of an artist, but like in the underground you're like someone who like comes out with some really great albums and has great album experiences. With this it's just like you're showing that it's just a lie, but we know what your potential is, and it it just sucks seeing this because I I know that he can make better music, and it's just like maybe you should have just waited until a little bit into next year, figure out a true concept, and like put it out then. Like, it feels rushed, and it feels like he truly had no concept. He just put out an album full of songs with so many different styles and so many different sounds, and hoping that maybe someone would think it's experimental. It's supposed to be like this, but no, it's just it feels like you just wanted to get something out before the year's end, and it kind of sucks, you know. It kind of feels like the same thing Drake does, you know. Recently, he's just been putting out albums just to get cash. So it's like I I don't get why these people do these things. Like all these rappers want to talk about how much they love their fans. Like their fans mean everything to them. But then they drop something like this. It's like it's kind of like a slap in the face to the day one fans. You know? And honestly, Drake's been doing that since I would say about More Life. Like I wasn't a crazy fan of More Life, but it actually showed that he cared on More Life compared to what he's been doing lately. But yeah, I honestly I don't know if there's anything else to say. I will say this. I don't know where else I've seen her, but Raven Lene, she put up some pretty good performances on this. And then I always love hearing Thundercat. So that's probably the biggest joy I got out of this experience. Other than that, it just was full of disappointments. Hopefully, he'll bounce back and make more of a conceptual album. I don't know. it just kind of sucks to see something like this. You know, I don't know. Uh, I truly don't know what I'm gonna have in the future for like videos. I know I will say this: I am recording this on Sunday. This is after I made the two J Cole projects, but I forgot to record this after. But I was like, oh yeah, I I can record this because I've listened to this a couple of times. Honestly, before the year's out, I got a couple of video ideas. Um, I mean, I've obviously got the top 10. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm not doing top 10 albums because most of my listening this year has been rap and hip hop, and I haven't been able to. I really haven't went and checked out other genres, which I hope to change that next year. But for this year, I'll do top 10 rap slash hip hop albums, which I already got a list like I've got done, but honestly, some things could change before I actually end up recording the video. That's probably going to be one of the last videos I put out before the end of 2024. What else? Well, I'm obviously going to have a missionary video, and I seen that DMX will be dropping an album, so I'll have a video for that, definitely. Um, I might make a Young Boy video. I still haven't listened to the album, and I might make a little TJ video. I still have to listen to the album. But I will say this: I will finish like honestly. I cut in the middle of doing all the nominees for album of the year for the Grammys to do the whole J Cole series. I still have a couple of albums that I'm gonna do for J Cole's series, which I'll probably do those before the year's end. But I also want to finish the album of the year nominations. Also, I'm gonna do my reviews for the uh, rap album of the year nominations. So, what I'll finish first is the album of the year nominations. Then I'll get to the rap album of the year nominations. But yeah, uh, I I'm just gonna keep going, and there's definitely gonna be more albums that drop before the year ends. Uh, Supposedly SZA might be having her album Lana come out before the year ends. I love SZA albums. I mean, I own a SZA album. I own the Control Deluxe. I would grab it and show it to y'all, but I currently don't have it in my dorm room. Like, other than that, and like some clothes and some stuff in the kitchen area, everything's been moved out. Just make it easier for a move out day. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, but you won't see this video until Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I'll probably edit and schedule this after I finish recording, but yeah. Um, and tomorrow you will, well, when you're seeing this, the video will have already came out, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing the 10-year anniversary for 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Only problem I'm having is finding the 8 bonus tracks that were made during that era. So I'll probably look on like YouTube or SoundCloud to find those. Can't find them on Spotify. Oh, which speaking of, I got my Spotify Premium back. I'm excited for that. Oh, Spotify Wrapped. I gotta do the Spotify Wrap video at some point. That'll probably be Wednesday. Yeah, I, honestly, I'll say it right now. Wednesday, Spotify Wrap video. I'm gonna put that on my calendar actually. So, yeah, I actually got my Spotify Wrap like here on my phone. But yeah, Honestly, that might be a little bit of a longer video because I got like 10 or 15 Spotify Wraps that were sent to me. So I'll go through all of them. Like I promised the people I would, and I'm not gonna name drop anyone. Like I just feel like that's disrespectful to them. So yeah. Uh, Honestly, that's all I got. So until next time, peace.